What's going on, YouTube? Trying to make a little quick one here. No news subjects to talk about. Another boring day in the life, but I want to make something quick. I caught two different instances of this in my daily YouTube listening. People talking about materialism and generally people's expectations right now in life. And I got some opinions on that, and I think most people would agree with me, but I think there's some people, especially in the younger generation. I don't know. Actually, it's both. It's older people and younger people, where people are doing this thing where the United States especially, I feel like, is worse than probably almost everywhere else, but we've turned into this materialistic society, and people basically have lost the sense of what can make them happy for real. People think, money is the biggest one, but people think objects, money, things is what's gonna make their lives better, make them happy. And this obsession with what people think they are entitled to or deserve, and I just think it's crazy, because I think that's a good root of a lot of problems we have in general life. And like I said, I caught it in two, for some reason, I don't know. This morning as I was driving into work, somebody was talking about, I think it was Asmongold, if you don't know who that is. Just, I know that it's a streamer or whatever, and then the other guys, I can't remember where the other one was I heard, but I caught it. And I think it was a car video or something. They're talking about people buying cars, and I mean, that's one thing, houses, cars, big ticket items in your life. People think that having a nice car is going to make them cooler, feel better, I don't know, more comfortable, whatever, but big house, impress other people, and they think that having these items is going to somehow improve their life. And don't get me wrong, I'm not ever going to be that person to get on here and be like, hey, money isn't, like, yeah, the classic money isn't going to make you happy. Basically, being rich isn't the key to happiness or anything like that. I'm never going to be the person that gets on here and says shit like that, really, because yes, it's not going to make you happy, but what are you, stupid, if you don't think money is going to make your life easier in a lot of ways? Remove a lot of stressors, and like I said, make it easier. It's smoother if you have enough money to handle anything that could pop up. Obviously, then you can not worry about things going wrong monetarily, and that's a lot of people's problems stem from that. I mean, I'm pretty sure a majority of divorces and stuff like that stem from money issues. So it's not like having more money will solve all your problems, but it's definitely going to help it out. But this thing where, like I said, people think that the money, having a lot of money is going to, like, basically fill in a missing piece of your life and make you a happier person. It's just not true. I think my generation, honestly, is probably coming around to that more than anybody else, where they're kind of, I don't know, I'm torn on it, because I feel like it's half a basis around, yeah, material things won't make you happy, but then the other half is people who don't want to work hard. So they're kind of blending the things together, as in, I don't want to work hard, so things that cost a lot of money or take a lot of hard work aren't really actually worth that much. I can't tell if it's actually that, or they're more like, oh, I value experiences and all these things more than monetary objects and stuff like that. So I don't know which one's really more true necessarily, but for me, I've said it in other videos, it's hard work over everything, I feel like. So whether we're talking monetary things or getting ahead in life, the hard work's still going to pay off one way or the other in my mind. But I was wanting to make this because I was saying, it's half the materialism thing, but half the entitlement thing, where it's like people think they deserve these things. It's another thing I can't tell if it's people just being unrealistic. The housing market shit pisses me off every day, every time I look at it, because it seems like there's no way you can afford a house right now. Just these times, it's just not. It's not in the cards for people like me, people of roughly my age, making the same amount of money or less. I don't know how these people are affording this shit. But I don't expect or feel like I deserve a house, because in my mind, like, there's very little things you deserve as a human being, besides like just basic respect and so be treated with dignity or whatever. But you don't deserve material things, like people say. we've turned into this whole thing, and I don't plan on getting crazy political with this one, but like people, I think that's a whole argument behind like healthcare. Like, you deserve it; it's a human right. When people say shit like that, it basically means I deserve it as a human. And they lean into that argument. We deserve housing. We deserve healthcare. You don't deserve any of that shit. It's you got to work for that shit. It's not just gonna plop down in your lap. Somebody's got to work for it. That's not a thing you deserve by by virtue of being a human being. You don't deserve somebody to take care of you or somebody to build a house or maintain something for you. That's not a real thing. But like I said, I think my generation is guilty of that quite a bit. I don't know. They think they deserve. College is another thing. You don't deserve to be educated. That's a privilege, I would say. I mean, it's getting a little weird. It's getting a little dicey with college now, where it's basically a requirement to get a job in a lot of ways. So that's a different conversation. We're not going to do that here, but I'd gladly have it because that's an interesting one too. But there's a lot of things like that where it's like people think they deserve these things. It's like I said, you don't deserve anything. You're gonna have to work for it. Your work makes you deserving of something, in my mind. So like, if you don't work for it, you never deserved it in the first place, really. So you gotta earn shit in this life. So that is what it is. But the older generation is just as guilty of this. I feel like that's when I said it earlier. I was like, well, maybe hold on a second, because old people are some fucking entitled motherfuckers too, because they're always like, we worked this hard for this and that. I mean, yeah, everybody's got to work hard. Like I said, you're not special in a lot of ways. Like, just by virtue of you having a hard like life or working hard for things doesn't make you special. I mean, everybody's fucking struggling out here. I mean, that's the reality of it. People probably don't want to hear that, but I mean, like I said, you're not special just because you got it hard. A lot of people got it hard, and if you're listening to this video, that means you're probably on a phone or on the internet somewhere. You're almost guaranteed in the United States watching this video, so you don't have it that hard. If you're in the United States, your shit is a cakewalk compared to some of these other places in the world. So I would say, if anything, just be grateful for what you got. Doesn't mean don't strive for better things and you can't be upset or whatever. I'm a grade A complainer, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, realistically, we got it pretty good. In my mind, we got it the best. I don't know I'm not gonna say that. Fucking Harbaugh, fucking go watch this video about Michigan having it great or whatever. I mean, the United States is where it's at. Everybody wants to be here. Land of opportunity and all that. Not that I don't think it's the opportunity is decreasing, but it's still attainable. You can still go get it. And then I think that's when people really will feel fulfilled in what they're doing. So when these people think they deserve things, or they think a material item's going to make them feel better, in a lot of ways I feel like it can, but you have to have the hard work part first. So if you didn't put the effort in and you just get handed things, it's never going to make you feel like you feel accomplished, feel rewarded, I guess, in any way. And that's why I think people think they're deserving of these things, but really you got to go earn it, and then that's where the fulfillment comes from, to really make you feel like you did something. And I mean, by the time I buy a house, I mean, like I said, it pisses me off all the time just thinking about it, but by the time I do buy a house, and once I do buy one and get going, pay it off, I mean, all these things, like, if you really worked hard to obtain it, how good is it going to feel when you actually can achieve that and do it? Like I said, cars, people buy these things that they think are going to make them feel better. I mean, I'm a culprit in this way. Like, I don't have a nice car now, but I eventually want a nice car. I've had a car that I've always wanted my whole life, but I know in my mind that it's going to be so awesome to buy it, and then like maybe a couple weeks later, a month later, the new wears off. The what is that called? I can't remember. The novelty wears off of having something new, bright, shiny, whatever. Your new phone, your new whatever. And I feel like most people could relate with this. The car is going to be the same way. The house, everything is going to be the same way. People adjust back to baseline pretty quick. So just think of this: when you get a new phone, at least me, I think most people treat things this way. I get this new phone. I've had it for a couple years now, but you get your new phone, you treat it you baby it. You're just so careful. You don't want to crack it. You don't want to scratch it. You don't want to do any of these things. You put the case on it. You keep the case on it. Keep it clean. And then, like, I don't know how long it takes for me, but I feel like it's probably like a month and a half, 2 months. I'm like setting it down real gentle and shit. Like I'm being real careful where I set it. I don't put it in my pocket with my keys. I don't want it to scratch the screen and shit. And then like a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you're starting to like toss it around your house. You toss it on the bed while you're getting dressed or something. You toss it around. You put it in the you bring it in the shower to watch a video or listen to music or some shit. And it's like you're getting used to having the new thing, and you're like backing off how careful you are. It's the same with everything, I feel like. So you'll adjust. These material things aren't going to make you happy. You don't deserve these material things either. Go work for it, really earn it, and I think the fulfillment's going to last longer, but I still don't think it's going to last forever. I mean, what's really important? Family, if you're religious, God, family, stuff like that, friends. I mean, your career, people can feel fulfilled in their career, but I'm not super big on that. I don't know. I'm hoping one day to eventually like start my own business, do some stuff like that. I think you can really feel fulfilled in that way. I want to be able to basically help as many other people as I can. I want to make as much money as I can, but my main goals for making this money is to be able to have my family, take care of my family, provide for them, and then after that, basically provide for my other family, basically my mom, grandma. I mean, be there if any of my siblings or anything ever needed anything. That's my main goal. I want to have enough money to be able to help those people around me, extend that even to friends and everything. Like, I would love to be the person to be able to help the people around me. I mean, that's way more important to me than what? Having nice shit. I mean, fancy shoes and clothes or some shit. I mean, who gives a fuck about that? But I don't know. I want to figure out how to make this kind of video into like a short and edit it down, because I feel like that's where this kind of content really comes into play. Because there's a lot of people, like I said, the young generation. I'm torn. I feel like half of us is really materialistic, and they really just, I want the newest, nicest shit all the time, and they don't even really know why they want it, just as a status symbol. People buying expensive clothes and shit and shoes, and I mean, every new year, new iPhone, you want to buy the newest technology and all these things, and I mean, it really doesn't change, and you just waste money. And then there's the other half that are like, I want to work as little as I can and spend as much time enjoying my life as I can. And I'm closer to that edge, or that side of things, but I'm also, like I said, I'm not scared to sacrifice a little time now. I mentioned in other videos, but I got a daughter on the way, and I'm more than willing to sacrifice now, work some overtime now to be able to save up some money for her, and then obviously start some other stuff. I'm going to get that 529 started, save money for her college if she wants to do that. And then, like I said, be able to buy a home for my future family and be able to provide for my wife and kids. And I hope that's how you guys think about it too. I mean, anybody watching this, that's the ultimate goal, to be able, especially I'm sure women think the same way, but I don't think I have a single woman who's watched one of these videos yet. So any dudes out there, I hope you feel the same way. That's what it's all about. Be able to provide for your family, have a family, provide for your family. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And obviously, I'm going to try to make as much money as I can. I like nice shit too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like I want to live in a fucking hut or anything like that. I like going out to eat. I like having nice food, having nice things too. But that's not number one priority. We're on the way to all of that. Hopefully, I mean, it's all the journey of building your wealth up to be able to do these things. But like I said, just think about it a little bit. What's your motivations basically for your work, or however you make money, whatever you do? I mean, what's your motivation? Is it just to obtain material shit? Because that's not gonna work. It's not gonna fulfill you. You're missing the boat on that one. Don't think money's gonna buy your happiness. It's a tool. That's all it is. Make the most of it. Tomorrow's Friday. Almost through a whole nother week. I almost didn't make this video because, like I said, I'm kind of just rambling on and on. But no news, nothing crazy going on. But if you liked it, got something out of it, agree with me, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Is that your motivation? I hope it is. And if not, dislike it. If you just want nice shit and that's all you want, just because you want nice stuff and you think that'll work out, dislike the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.